had an idea literally hours ago, like 100 hours ago. I reached out to who I needed to reach out to. And within the last 48 hours, everyone who said that they would show up showed up. And I have been able to witness with my own effort in taking action what it means to decrease, to minimize the time between your idea to your execution. When you minimize the time between your idea and when you execute on it, all you need to really do is take an inhale, exhale. That's the amount of time you need to have theoretically between when you have an idea to when you execute on it. An overthinker, right? You have an idea, and that idea sits in your head, it sits in your idea journal. It lives everywhere internally, but nowhere where we can validate it to show that you took action on it. Why is that? Why do so many of your ideas require you to analyze it so much to the point that you never even execute on it? When I tell you I just had an idea and I executed on it and have already received the results back, and within 100 hours, you once you do that, the first time you do it, it's going to be like, whoa, right? And then once you start doing it more often, these are your scientific experiments that you're putting to the test of time. Instead of waiting for a long period of time to get the data, it's showing you what the feedback is in 100 hours. An idea just came like that. Instead of pondering on it and thinking about how it's too late or it won't work, not realizing all I had to do was reach out to those and they were ready to receive me. Everyone has literally said this is right on time. What? All this positive feedback, when overthinking versions of me would have thought about all the reasons why this would have failed. By the end of this video, I want to convince you to decrease the amount of time that you go from your genius idea to the moment you execute on it. I want you to see it through. Hey, if you have an idea, you want to try something, put it out there. Put it out there as soon as possible. Get the data, right? For example, imagine if you want to bake a cake, right? You have this idea, you saw someone bake this 16 layer vanilla cake with lemon icing and lemon, garnishments on top. It looks absolutely delicious. It's pretty. You want to try it out. You can sit there and look at the ingredients all day. You can go to the store and pick up those ingredients. You can take those ingredients to your house and you can then go sit on your couch and think about baking the cake. Now, you put the effort in from the thought to go to the store, to purchase it, to bring it home, but then you stopped. That's what overthinking is. You will never know if you can recreate this cake if the ingredients are just sitting on your counter, sitting in your pantry. You're not doing anything with it. You're just thinking, will this work? Do I have enough time? How can I make these layers? I only have 2 pans. Da 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 da. Excuse. How you gonna know? You don't know if your cake is gonna taste as good as Miss Betty Crocker if you don't ever cook. If you don't ever get the ingredients to make one that rivals Miss Betty Crocker. Seriously, it doesn't even make sense. But that's what you do with your ideas. You have the ideas and you go start the first thing. The most important thing, get the ingredients, right? You had the ideas to start a YouTube channel. You went out and you got a camera. You had the idea to you got that camera. You had an idea to start weight training at home. So you went to the store, you got those weights. All right. You had an idea to start that business. You built your website, came up with your logo, the name of your business, and you even asked your family and friends what they thought about it. But then you stopped. You did nothing else with that business logo, nothing else with that business website. You did nothing else with those weights. They sit in the corner collecting dust and cobwebs. What was my other example? um, you have your cake ingredients and they're just sitting in your pantry while you think about whatever. I don't know what the heck you're thinking about. That's what that is. It makes no sense. You go and you get that first step done. You got this energy, rah, rah, rah. And then that's all you do with it. You're wasting your own time. You're sabotaging your own dream life by doing that. When you could just, I don't know, pick the weights up, try something new, turn on a free YouTube video. I don't know, bake the cake, cook 2 layers at a time. See how long the first one took. See how long the first two layers took to bake, and then use that same time for the second two layers. And you do that 8 times, you will have your 16 layer cake. Or you can do an 8 layer cake. You don't have to be exact, but you need to see what works. Same with your business. You so focused on the website aesthetics and the logo, you haven't made a sale. You're talking to your family and friends for their approval. They're not even your customers. None of what you're doing to prepare is actually taking you anywhere. You're just getting started, and you're stopping your energy, and you're not taking it into the factory. You're not taking your hypothesis into the lab to experiment with it, to get the data, to get the feedback so that you can know, maybe I should not have added vanilla extract. Maybe I should have added lemon extract. Maybe I should get heavier weights because the 5 and the 10 pound weights that I bought are too light. Maybe I should get a sale and talk to people before spending money and time building a website and a logo, right? But you don't know this until you get started, right? None of this makes sense when we talk about it for other things, but this is what you've been doing on a daily basis. I'm not trying to make you feel bad about what you've been doing, but I just have to paint a clearer picture for anyone who overthinks their overthinking and calls it, and is analyzed in this and hasn't made any moves and is stuck. We call that paralysis analysis. You're analyzing so much that it has paralyzed you from making any moves beyond what you've done already. Okay, it's very dangerous. It's dangerous for your self-confidence and esteem. It's dangerous for your journey. As you are mastering your mind so you can transform your life, you need to get feedback. Sometimes the feedback comes faster than other things, but you have to get the ball rolling and experiment with whatever you think will work so that the data can at least start to rack up and stack up so that you are next in line for the feedback loop, right? But if you stop and you stop there, that's just potential energy that you will never know what it's like because you're just what people call stuck on stupid. No, you're just stuck. Okay. And there's nothing wrong with that. That happens to all of us at some point in times because if you're watching this video, I know you want to put something out in this world that's meaningful, that's quality. You're not a scammer. You're not out here tricking people out of their top spots. You believe in yourself and you believe in the greater good of what it is you're creating. So with that good heart, which I think is very commendable, you also have to back it up with the action necessary so that people can reap the benefits of what it is you want to create. All right. So decrease the time from idea to execution. About 100 hours ago, I decided I wanted to do a live 100-day challenge with people who have already purchased my digital product. I then reached out to those people and they all scheduled their calls. And today and tomorrow, I am on the calls with the first workshop starting with the first weekly call to begin tomorrow evening. Like, no waiting. I don't have all 14 all 100-day PowerPoints. I don't have the presentations for every single weekly call. I just have day one ready. And we're going to go from there. The fact that I've taken the initiative in the first place, you see, I thought I was just helping other people out. Guess what? Every person that I've spoken to so far has also helped me out. So I'm very grateful for the fact that I put something that was just an idea into action quick in the hurry. My first thought was, oh well, if I'm telling people about something on Friday to start on Monday, they're probably not going to buy in. They all literally bought in. And I didn't want anything big. It's not a 50% thing, but still, when you thinking like, oh, it's too last minute, people aren't going to sign up. You never know. So put that thing out there. Put that thing out there. Put your thing out there as soon as you can without overthinking what the outcome is going to be, because you literally never know, and you could be blocking both yours and other people's fortune. You could be by overthinking and waiting. Put it out there. All right. If you're returning, thank you so much for watching another video. If you're new here, my name is Spy BJ, and on my channel we talk about mindset mastery so that we can transform our lives, so that we can get more fulfillment out of this life, not the next one, this life. All right. So if that interests you and you would like to help me to grow this YouTube channel, I would truly appreciate it if you just hit that subscribe button just a quick second. It would mean so much to me and I would truly appreciate it. Okay. All right. Y'all got it? All right. Decrease the time from your idea to you executing on it. Decrease it, decrease it, decrease it. Almost make it like non-existent, right? Put it there, put it there. Because your dream life requires you to build more momentum in your life if you want to build a rich life on purpose, mentally, physically, spiritually, and financially. And if you want to build more momentum in your life, you have to take action. So the sooner you take action, the quicker you get the feedback. The quicker you get the feedback, the faster it can inform your next move. And remember, it's possible that the longer you take to start executing on your ideas, it's likely that you're taking away from your own fortune and others. And I know you're not the same person that want to do that. All right. All right. In the meantime, in between time, my name is Spivey J, and I really do hope you have a beautiful day. All right. Peace.